Doesn't sound like a word to a friend.
Hey guys, Darnold98 here, and I am here with a mini video series for my channel. It is card of the week. Now this is basically going to be where I'll have a card and we'll talk about what the card does, what clan it's for, what I think about it, and if it's better than some cards or worse than others. Now you're looking at a Phantom Blaster Overlord Protector. This is not the card we're going to go over, but the card we're going to go over is Great Silver Wolf Garmore, which was the major promo in Trial Deck 5 / of Silver Wolf that was released not too long ago. So this card, first I'll go over its limit break. It is limit break 4, so you have to have 4 more damage. When it attacks a Vanguard from the Vanguard circle, it gets plus 5k, so it's 15 unboosted, which is that number that'll force your opponent to drop 2 from hand. Next, well, first of all, I think this limit break skill is very good. I still find it a little lackluster compared to Blond Ezel's skill, where it gains 1k for like, I'll move it down here for a bit, but where it gains 1k for every gold Paladin rearguard. So I'm just gonna grab 5 gold Paladins off the top of my deck. So say that you had a full field. Now obviously you're not going to have a bone main supporting your Garmore, but here Sagamore. But if you have a full field, Blond Ezel would gain 1k for each, so it can, if you have a full field, or at least some units on the field whenever you get the superior ride off, you can at least get a hit to 13, so it's the around kind of like a Baramides from set 2, I believe, or set 3, I'm not sure. I think it's set 2. But next, so like I said, I still think that Blond Ezel is better than Garmore in the term that it doesn't have to hit a Vanguard to get that boost, and you don't have to have 4 more damage. So you can get the superior ride chain off at 2 damage and be able to hit 15 with it. But with this Garmore, you have to have 4 more damage, and you have to be attacking the opponent's Vanguard, which most of the time you will, but I have to admit I do like kind of hitting for rear guards every once in a while. Next is his second skill, which is when you ride him, you can Counterblast 2 and search your deck for a grade 2 or lower gold Paladin and call it you to the field. So I just put Bowmains there as an example. So you can call out your 10k vanillas, you can call out your 10k interceptors, or you even call units to the back row. So say you're playing an Ezel deck. Well, it wouldn't really help at this point because you hit grade 3. Sorry, but say you want support. Like if you're running a full Garmore deck, you can lay down the charge goal in the back row behind Garmore, so you can hit 21 or 26 if you're willing to use the Soul Blast. Yeah, I like this skill a lot. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is a skill that you have to use it when you ride it, or you won't be able to use it, unless of course you re-ride Garmore, of course, but which I probably would be willing to do, but right now this is the only Garmore I have, so working on getting money to get more Trial Deck 5s, so that, you know, I'll be able to play I'm thinking of running a full playset of Garmores, maybe 3, but I'm probably going to run like 4 Garmores and run 2 Blond Ezels. Now, however, I am going to reference Blond Ezel again, just because I think that Ezel's limit break is better. I kind of see that Garmore and Ezel kind of mirror each other in a way, because they can both hit up to 15, but with Ezel you have to have a full field. With Garmore you have to have 4 more damage, and you have to be hitting the Vanguard. So I like having Ezel with a full field better, just because you're hitting full rows, usually hitting for those magic numbers that will force your opponent to drop drop 2 from hand. But the other thing I like is I feel that the counterblast skill for the 2 units mirrors each other in a way. Garmore's skill, if I'm right, yeah, it just says counterblast 2 when you write it, call a grade 2 or lower gold paladin to a rear guard circle. So it does not have to be an empty one. You can retire another unit and send that unit to the drop zone. So if you have a full field, you can just get rid of something and get your 10k interceptor, your charge goal, your 10k vanilla. There's just so much stuff you can get. However, with Blond Ezel's limit break, which this is where I feel it's kind of weird how Garmore and Ezel kind of mimic each other in a way, because Garmore's limit break gets it up to 15. Ezel's skill that isn't limit break can get you up to 15 if you have a full field. But with Garmore has a regular counterblast when you ride it, but with Ezel, which the counterblast skill for Garmore is the one where when you ride it you can call it and you can get rid of any rear guard if you're going to take up space. But with Ezel, the counterblast to call a unit is part of its limit break, and it gains power of that unit. I see it that as a very good skill. I see it kind of overpowered. However, null guards are pretty good against it, so I wouldn't want to spam that limit break twice and call 2 units and get like plus 20 or plus 18, because then you're like plus 20 to your 35 unboosted. That's way overkill, but then you just null guard it. So I see it kind of situational. I see it in the sense that you would want to use it if your opponent has nothing to guard with, like no null guards. So overall, I see Garmore as a very good card. I kind of see it on par with the Blond Ezel from Set 6, which I've been mentioning just as much as I've been mentioning Garmore, and I'm gonna have to save up a lot of money. I'm probably gonna buy more more Trial Deck 5 first, just because I can get my full playset of Garmores, and then I'll worry about Set 6. And get things like my Ezels, I'm thinking about running Vivian, if I can get it, of course. And another card I want to get, it's the card that you unflip damage whenever you hit your opponent's Vanguard, because I figure if you use the limit break for Blond Ezel early on, you attack with, the unit that unflips damage, they probably won't want to guard that because they'll want to guard the Ezel. So with that, you can unflip one of the 2 damage that you used and end up having another counterblast free for something else like Slagle Sword, or if you're running it, Slagle Dagger. So that's about it. I see Garmore as a very good card. If I would give it like a 1 out of 10 rating, I'd probably give it a 9, just because I like its skill, how it's a mini Alfred, but at the same time, it gets that plus 5 boost when it attacks Vanguard at 4 more damage. So that's about it. If you enjoyed this little thing, I know it's kind of long, but usually all my videos are kind of long. I'm not very good at keeping track of time on these videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, rate, comment, sub, and see you guys later.